Hey, welcome everybody to a quick tutorial video, one of the first I've done. This is for my referee monster tracker for old school games. Something I created, it's up on DriveThruRPG/MapFire Games. Alright, I'm going to show you a quick overview of the monster combat tracker sheet that I've come up with for old school games, or really any game, as so long as you are you have armor class, hit dice, and hit points. And it'll basically track just about anything. It's broken down into 5 sections. So the first section here is a little bit bigger: 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this bottom section is the 5th section, sort of just a notes section. But we'll start to look at the upper 2/3 of section 1 is the same as section 2, 3, and 4. So once I explain section 1, you'll understand 2, 3, and 4. This would be for a single combat, or you could use it for multiple combats. Just depends on how much space you used up for each of your combats. So, all right. For each section, up here in the upper left corner, you've got an AC, a hit dice, various combat attacks where you can place damage in each of these boxes. You can also put the amount of attacks that you want in there. Then you've got a PC, so this would be an initial of your heroes or their name, character name, whatever you want to write in there. If you're using a tabletop game, you probably won't need a number, but if you're using a virtual tabletop and you put numbers on your monsters, if you have 5 skeletons and you put 5, number them 1 through 5, then you can put those in there. And then each of these are broken down. You can see that there's a dark line in between several of these, and I'll explain that here in just a second. And you can see that each one of these corresponds with this graph, and then they're broken down by increments of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30, and then 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. Right in this area is where I write typically the monster name, and then a saving throw if they have it, a morale check number if they have it, dex if they have it, and then special. And you could use special as a breath weapon damage, or a radius, or perhaps damage reduction or something like that. Down here in the lower third is you could have ongoing effects that you could just notate here. Here you have combat round checkers, so I just basically cross off as we go through the combat round. And then any notes, duration of torches, duration of fire that might be thrown upon the monsters, so on and so forth. Treasure types, obvious. You can write the type, as in the alphabetical type for old school games, or you can simply write in, 100 gold pieces or whatever. All right, so let's go through and fill this out. What I've generated is a quick monster scenario with 4 Hyenamen, a Hyenaman leader, and then the Minotaur. So they'll show you pretty much everything on how to place in your tracker. So what I'm going to do first is I will actually add in my Hyenamen because they are the fodder. So let's start jotting in their information. Their armor class is 5. They are a 2+2 hit dice creature. They have a sword, and that does 1d8 plus 1. Okay. We don't know which PC yet. We'll get that in there. I've got 4 of them, so I'm just going to go straight down the line and put 4 in there. Their saving throw is 16. Their morale is 8. Their dex is 9. They don't have any DR or special, so I'm going to leave that blank. And these are Hyenamen. Okay, so that's our first sort of area of combat. Now what I could do is I could just simply take my Hyenaman leader and put him down here. So I'm going to put him right here as the Hyenaman leader, and I'll just usually write a little initial there, just saying he's the Hyenaman leader. He's also going to do 1d8, but he's going to get a +1 bonus. So I might just notate that 1d8 +2 for his attack, and this is the HL. right? So just kind of note things as you go. Doesn't always fit, but it works anyway. And then so for our Minotaur though, we're gonna have to kind of skip all the way down to this next section. Oh, one other thing that you can do. To note this Hyena Man leader's AC, you can just sort of put his HL. AC is gonna be 5. And his hit dice is gonna be 4 plus 4. Alright? And we'll figure that out all in a second. So then I'm going to come down to this box, and I'm going to use this one for my Minotaur, because my Minotaur is going to be a much bigger creature. So I've got my Minotaur, and I can just put it in there for Minotaur. I can put a 1 if there's multiples. However I want to do it. He's going to be our Minotaur. Okay? And I'm going to add his stats in. So he is an AC 6. His hit dice are 6 plus 6. He's a brute. He's going to do 1d10 plus 2 for damage. His save is a 14. His morale is 11. His dexterity is 12. And he does have damage reduction of 1 for his armor. All right. So now what I'm ready to do is I'm ready to enter combat. And I need to first go in and figure out who my PCs are. So let's say I've got Wulfric, I've got Eldon, I've got Alfar, and I've got Garrett. And then I might put in a 5th PC on one of these other minions. And let's just add in Mal up here with Alfar. All right, so you can see I can kind of break this up. You can write in full names if you need to of your PCs, but if you remember just by their initials, you can do that. All right, so now we're ready to generate hit dice. So I've already done this, but what I would do basically is I would just roll my d8s and get it, and then sometimes you just max them out. So in this case, I'm gonna max them out. So all of my Hyena Men have 10 hit points, okay? Because they're 2d8 plus 2. So actually, 2d8 plus 2 maxed out would be 16, wouldn't it? So let's do that. We're going to go 16 on all these guys, right? So on this, you can see this tracker is made for higher hit dice creatures, but I know this is still 15 and this is 16, so I'm just going to continue on here. So those are my 4 basic Hyena Men. All right. So my maxed out Hyena Man leader, however, is going to be 36. So this goes to 31. I got a 35 here, so 36, right? So that's going to be my Hyena Man leader's maximum hit points. We're going to ignore this X. It's driving me nuts that I messed that up, but that's all right. Life goes on. For my Minotaur, we don't know who's fighting him yet, but he's going to have 54 hit points. So maxes out at 31 here. Go to 50, 55, back 1, 54. So he's a brute, right? He's got a lot more hit points, but you can see how this will track up to 62 hit point monsters. And this is a 66 hit dice with plus 6 monster. Now what you could do is you go from 60 and then start tracking here. You just got to remember that there's 62 here, so this is actually going to be 67. How I would notate that is I would just kind of write in a 7 over top, and you just go on down the line. So, how do we use this in combat? First round is going to start, and I would just fill in my first round marker. Let's say Wulfric does 10 points of damage. His first hit, the PC's got initiative, he does 10 points of damage. Bam, knocks him down to there. Now you can draw this line and X in that last final box, or you can just cross the whole thing out. However you want. You can do individual X's, so let's say Eldon hits for 8 points of damage. You can do X's, right? It's a lot of X's. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? You can do that. Let's say Alfar hits for 5, right? So I'm just going to do this line here through. And then Mal hits for another 4. So I'm going to do another 4 through there. And we're getting them on the first round here. And then Garrett hits for 6. So 5, because I know it's 5 right here, and 6. Right? Like I said, you can fill these all in or you can leave it. Alright? So then we get into round 2. And obviously the monsters take their attacks, blah, blah, blah. They do their damage. But we're still fighting these same 4. Alright? Well, maybe, let's say Mal tries to sneak through. So I'm going to move Mal down here. And he's going to go... Oops, not down here. He's going to go against the Hyena Man leader all by himself. Because he thinks he's a badass. So round 2 starts. Mal moves down here. And Wulfric gets his attacks. He does 10 points of damage and kills this one outright. Okay? Now Wulfric, on his next round, could join down here on the Hyena Man leader. Or he could, conversely, he could come all the way down here. We could put Wulfric down here against the Minotaur. Okay, so here we are into round 4. I'm going to move Eldon down here onto the Hyena Man with Mal, and I'm going to put Alfar down here on the Minotaur with Wulfric. Okay? Because Garrett's not quite done yet up here. So we're into round 4, and Garrett finishes off. He hits him for 4 points of damage, and he'll eventually move probably down to the Minotaur, or maybe to help Mal and Eldon. Mal does a mass 11 points of damage to the Hyena Man leader right away, and then Eldon comes in and hits him for another 8. So 4, 8, takes him down to there. Okay. Wulfric does 12 points of damage right off the bat. And then Alfar follows that up with another 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. It's just rolling through it, right? The next round comes in. Obviously, Garrett's going to move down, probably to help on the Minotaur. Right? So now we got Wulfric, Alfar, and Garrett. And we got Mal and Eldon running damage against the Hyena Man leader. And let's say Mal does another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Eldon takes him out with 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Killed him off. Yay, PCs. Alright? But now we've got these guys down here. They're working on the Minotaur. And Wulfric hits this first one for 12 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Got him to there. Alfar beats him up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then Garrett hits him for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Unfortunately, the Minotaur TPKs the rest of the party, and we don't have to go on. Alright, hopefully you guys get that, but you can use this again for different monsters. The only thing you'll lose is your round tracker, but you can still kind of figure out how to track rounds. You can even draw your own little hexagon on over here if you want and track your rounds. That's probably what I would do, is just track my rounds this way over here, because really there's not much else, especially if you're fighting a bunch of one-hit dicers, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 skellies, right? And you got Wulfgar, Alfar, Garrett, Eldon, and Mal, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Add in all their, AC 6, hit dice 1, save is 16, morale is 12 because they're undead, dex is low because they're undead, and no DR. Not this time. Alright? That's it. And combat continues. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little tutorial on how to use the monster tracker form that I've created. You can find this on drivethrurpg.com/MattFireGames.